Welcome back to Top Coin. Today in this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history of the 1967 US 1 cent coin, its value in today's market, and the rare variations that could make you rich. Stay tuned till the end, because you won't want to miss this. To understand the significance of the 1967 US penny, let's take a trip back in time. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, has been one of the most recognizable coins in US history. The 1967 edition, however, holds a special place due to historical events that led to its production. During the 1960s, coin collectors were hoarding coins in search of rare varieties, causing a shortage of circulating coins. In response, the U.S. Mint made an important decision. For the years 1965, 1966, and 1967, they removed mint marks from all coins. That means you won't see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco on these pennies. This was done to discourage hoarding and to ensure there were enough coins in circulation. The 1967 U.S. penny features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design first introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Here are some key details about this coin. Composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc weight, 3.11 grams diameter, 19.05 mm. No mint mark due to the mint's anti-hoarding policy. Now that we know the background and design, let's talk about what really matters: how much this coin is worth today. Most 1967 pennies are only worth face value, just 1 cent, if they are in worn condition. However, the real treasure lies in high-grade specimens and rare errors. Here's a breakdown of how much the 1967 penny can sell for in the market today. Circulated condition: 1 cent to 5 cents uncirculated, MS, 60 to MS, 65 $1 to $1.20 high, grade MS, 67 or higher, $100 to $1, 000 proof, like in special mint set, SMS, coins, up to $3,000. One exceptional example, graded MS, 67 plus by PCGS, sold for over $4,000 at an auction. But that's not all. Rare errors can make this coin even more valuable. Let's check out some of the most sought-after errors. Error coins are where the big money is. Here are some of the most valuable mistakes you should be on the lookout for. Double die obverse, DDO if Lincoln's face, the date, or the words "In God We Trust" appear doubled. You might have a rare double die penny worth $500 to $3,000, off center strike. If the coin's design is misaligned and missing part of the image, it could be worth $50 to $500, depending on how dramatic the error is. Die breaks and cuds. Raised blobs or cracks on the surface mean the die was damaged, and these coins can be worth $20 to $1,000 depending on rarity. Wrong planchet error. If a 1967 penny was mistakenly struck on a dime or nickel planchet, it could sell for thousands of dollars. So, how do you know if your 1967 penny is valuable? Here's what to do. Check the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for uncirculated coins with little to no wear. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to spot double dies, misalignments, or unusual features. Weigh your coin. A standard 1967 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is significantly lighter or heavier, it might be a rare error coin. If you think you have a rare penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate its value. The 1967 US 1 cent coin may seem ordinary, but as we've discovered, some of these pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Who knows? You might have one sitting in your piggy bank right now. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Today, we're diving deep into the history, market value, and rare finds of the 1968 Lincoln cent. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss out on what could be hiding in your pocket change. The 1968 1 cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, carries a rich history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. The design remained largely unchanged except for some modifications over the years. In 1959, the reverse of the coin was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial, replacing the earlier wheat ears design. This reverse design lasted until 2008. Now, let's talk about the specifics of the 1968 penny. The coin was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. This means you can find coins with no mint mark, Philadelphia, a D mint mark, Denver, or an S mint mark, San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint struck 1,707,880,970 pennies. Denver produced 2,886,269,600, and San Francisco minted 258,270,001, making them widely circulated. So, what exactly makes a 1968 penny valuable? It comes down to a few key factors: condition, errors, and mint mark rarity. If your penny is in uncirculated condition or has a special error, its value could skyrocket. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse variety. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect, especially in the lettering and date. If you come across a 1968 penny with this error, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another factor is the grade of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. A regular 1968 penny in worn condition is worth face value, but if it is in mint state, it can sell for $10 to $20. Higher graded examples, especially those graded MS, 65 or higher, can go for upwards of $100. Now for the part you've been waiting for. How much can a rare 1968 penny sell for? Some of the most valuable sales include a 1968 S double die obverse penny that sold for over $10,000 at auction. Another high-grade 1968 D penny, graded MS, 67, went for over $3,000. These rare finds prove that some 1968 pennies can be worth way more than just 1 cent. So, how can you find a valuable 1968 penny? Start by checking your spare change and old coin collections. Look for pennies with strong luster, minimal scratches, and well-defined details. If you spot any doubling in the lettering or numbers, you might have a double die variety. If you think you have a valuable coin, it's best to get it professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC. A high-graded, error 1968 penny could bring in a small fortune. And that's everything you need to know about the 1968 Lincoln penny. Who knew that a tiny coin could hold so much value? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more rare coin discoveries. Well, today we're diving deep into the history, market value, and shocking worth of the 1970 United States 1-cent coin. Stick around, because you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin has seen several modifications over the years. But why is the 1970 version so special? In 1970, the U.S. Mint produced these pennies in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The San Francisco Mint is particularly important because it struck proof pennies, some of which have valuable errors that make them incredibly rare. If you find a 1970 penny with an S mint mark, pay close attention. Some of these have doubling errors, which can make them worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these pennies exceptionally valuable. The 1970 S small date and the 1970 S double die obverse are among the rarest finds. The small date variety has a delicate, higher-placed 7 in the date. Meanwhile, the double die obverse shows noticeable doubling in the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you spot these features, your penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, how much can a 1970 penny actually sell for? Let's break it down. A regular 1970 penny in circulated condition? Just 1 cent. But if you find a 1970 S small date in mint condition, it could be worth $50 to $100. And here's the real kicker. A 1970 S double die obverse in pristine condition has sold for as much as $24,000 at auction. That's right, a single penny worth more than a brand new car. This is why it's crucial to check your change and search through old coin jars. You never know what you might find. Here's a quick guide on how to check if your 1970 penny is worth more than face value. Check the mint mark. If there's an S, you might be in luck. Examine the date, compare it with images of the small date variety. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to check Liberty and In God We Trust. Weigh your penny. A standard 1970 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's different, it might be an error coin. Get it graded. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and appraise your coin's value. Grading your penny can dramatically increase its resale value, making it easier to sell at auctions or to collectors. So, the next time you find a 1970 penny in your change, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a closer look. You might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin hunting tips, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1976 United States 1-cent coin. Is this little copper piece just another penny, or could it be worth a fortune? Stick around as we explore its history, market value, and the rarest variations that could make you rich. First, let's go back in time to 1976, a year of great significance in American history. The United States was celebrating its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence. While special quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins were struck with commemorative designs, the humble 1-cent coin remained unchanged. However, that doesn't mean it's not special. The 1976 penny belongs to the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features the classic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Did you know that 1976 was one of the final years the Lincoln penny was struck in 95% copper? That's right. The composition remained the same until 1982 when the U.S. Mint switched to copper-plated zinc due to rising copper prices. This means the 1976 penny is a solid copper coin, making it more valuable for its metal content alone. 3 versions of the 1976 penny were minted. One at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, one at the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and one at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. The San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins, which are highly collectible. Now, let's talk money. If you've got a 1976 penny in average circulated condition, it's typically worth face value, just 1 cent. But don't be discouraged. If your penny is in mint condition, uncirculated, or a proof coin, it can fetch a much higher price. On average, a 1976 uncirculated penny can be worth between 25 cents and $5, depending on grade. However, if you have one graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, its value can skyrocket to $100 or more. Proof versions with a deep cameo finish can also sell for $50 to $200, depending on quality. But here's where it gets really exciting. There are rare error pennies from 1976 that can sell for thousands. Let's check out some of the most valuable errors to look for. First, we have the double die obverse error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin imprints a slightly doubled image. These can sell for $100 to $1,000 depending on how strong the doubling is. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. If you find a 1976 penny where the design is shifted far to one side, it could be worth $50 to several $100s. The more off-center, the better. Now, here's a super rare one. 1976 pennies struck on the wrong planchet. Some were mistakenly minted on dime planchets, making them thinner and silver in color. These oddities can fetch $500 to $5,000 at auctions. So how do you know if your 1976 penny is worth big money? Here are some quick tips. Check for errors using a magnifying glass or microscope. Weigh the penny. A normal one should be 3.11 grams. Anything different might be special. Look for a high-grade coin with no scratches or damage. Consider getting your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to verify its condition. Sell your valuable coins at auctions, online marketplaces, or coin shows for the best price. So there you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 1976 penny. While most are only worth 1 cent, rare varieties can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you have one of these rare pennies, you might just be holding onto a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new uploads. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, market value, and hidden treasures of the 1978 United States 1-cent coin. If you have one of these in your collection, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets behind this common yet potentially valuable coin. The 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple of American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. BY 1978, the composition of the penny had evolved. Unlike earlier coins made of 95% copper, the 1978 penny was still composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but was on the brink of a major change. In 1982, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc composition. Minted in 3 locations, the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, primarily for proof coins. The 1978 penny saw millions in circulation, but some rare varieties could be worth significantly more than just a penny. Now, let's talk about how to spot the rare 1978 pennies that could be worth more than face value. Here's what you should look for. No mint mark equals Philadelphia Minted, mint mark equals Denver Mints, mint mark equals San Francisco Mint, proof coins, double die obverse, DDO. Some 1978 pennies exhibit a doubling effect on the date and lettering, making them highly collectible. Off-center strikes. A penny with a dramatic off-center strike, especially with at least 50% of the design visible, can be worth a lot more. Broad-struck coins. These coins are struck without a collar, leading to an expanded, odd-shaped penny that collectors love. Repunched mint marks, RPM. Some 1978 D pennies have visible mint mark doubling, adding to their value. Now, let's talk about what these pennies are worth today. Most circulated 1978 pennies are only worth their face value due to their high mintage. However, uncirculated or error pennies can fetch much higher prices. Circulated, worn condition 1 cent, $0.10 uncirculated, MS, 62 MS, 65.50 cents, $5 proof coins, deep cameo $3, $20 rare errors, DDO, off-center, RPM $50 to $1,500 plus at auctions. One example is a 1978 DMS 67 penny that sold for over $4,000 in a heritage auction sale. That's the power of condition and rarity. If you think you have a valuable 1978 penny, here's how to maximize its worth. Check the condition. Higher grade coins fetch higher prices, so look for sharp details, minimal wear, and full luster. Use a magnifying glass. Check for mint errors like doubling or misalignment. Consider professional grading. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, making it easier to sell at top value. Sell smartly. eBay, heritage auctions, and local coin shops are great places to sell your valuable pennies. So, there you have it. The 1978 US penny might seem like just another coin, but with the right condition and errors, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Have you checked your coin collection recently? Maybe you have a rare gem waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you have a 1978 penny and let us know what you find. See you next time, and happy collecting! Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, market value, and hidden treasures behind the 1980 United States 1-cent coin. Stick around, because you might just have a rare penny worth a fortune sitting in your pocket. Let's get started. The 1980 Lincoln cent holds a special place in numismatic history. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, this coin has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. However, the 1980 version comes with some unique characteristics. Minted at 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the 1980 penny consists of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was before the transition to a mostly zinc composition in 1982. The obverse, or front, of the coin features Lincoln's profile, while the reverse showcases the iconic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. How do you know where your 1980 penny was minted? Take a look under the date on the obverse side. If there's a D, it was minted in Denver. If you see an S, it came from San Francisco. And if there's no mint mark, your penny was produced in Philadelphia. San Francisco primarily produced proof coins, which were never meant for circulation. So, if you have a 1980 S penny, you might have something special. Now, let's talk money. How much is a 1980 penny worth? Well, most circulated 1980 pennies are worth about 2 to 3 cents due to their copper content. However, condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Uncirculated coins, meaning those that have never been used, can fetch between $1 to $5. But if you have a high-graded specimen, like an MS-65 or MS-67, your penny could be worth $50 or more. Here's where things get exciting. Some rare varieties and mint errors make certain 1980 pennies extremely valuable. Let's take a look at a few standout cases. First, the 1980 double die obverse. If the letters or numbers look doubled, you could be sitting on a coin worth hundreds of dollars. Always check with a magnifying glass. Next, off-center strikes. These errors occur when the die doesn't properly align, creating a misaligned image. Depending on how off-center it is, your penny could be worth $50 to $500. And of course, proof coins. A 1980 S-proof penny graded PR70 deep cameo has been known to sell for over $3,000 at auctions. So how do you find these valuable 1980 pennies? Here are some pro tips. First, check through rolls of pennies from banks. Many valuable coins are hiding in plain sight. Second, store your coins properly. Keep them in airtight holders to preserve their condition. And finally, check online marketplaces and auctions. Sometimes rare pennies pop up in unexpected places. And there you have it. The 1981 cent coin might seem ordinary, but with the right mint mark, condition, or error, it could be worth a fortune. Have you checked your pennies lately? Let us know in the comments what treasures you've found. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome coin discoveries. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of the 1981 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. We'll explore its rich history, market value, and the rare variations that could make it worth a fortune. If you love numismatics or want to check if you have a valuable penny in your collection, stick around until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin-related content. Now, let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the design has remained mostly unchanged since then. However, the 1981 Lincoln penny holds a special place in numismatic history as one of the last years the coin was made primarily from copper. Before 1982, the Lincoln penny was composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a reddish appearance. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in 1982, switching to a primarily zinc composition with a thin copper coating. This means that the 1981 Lincoln penny was one of the last years before this major transition, making it highly desirable for collectors. Now, let's talk about the different varieties and mint marks. The 1981 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each has its own distinguishing features. The Philadelphia minted coins do not have a mint mark. Denver minted pennies have a small D below the date. San Francisco minted pennies have an S below the date. These were only produced as proof coins for collectors. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1981 Lincoln penny is that there are 2 types of proof coins. The Type 1 proof has a more blurry mint mark, while the Type 2 proof has a sharper, clearer S mint mark. The Type 2 is much rarer and sought after by collectors. Alright, now for the exciting part. How much is the 1981 Lincoln penny worth today? Well, most circulated pennies from 1981 are only worth face value. However, uncirculated and high-grade examples can be worth much more. A regular circulated 1981 penny is worth around 1 to 3 cents due to its copper content. Uncirculated coins graded MS-65 or higher can fetch between $5 and $15. Proof coins, especially the Type 2, can sell for anywhere between $50 to $500, depending on the grade. So, before you toss that old penny aside, check its condition and mint mark. It could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. If you want to strike gold with your 1981 penny, look for rare error coins. Some of the most valuable errors include double die obverse, DDO. This error causes the date and lettering to appear doubled. Depending on the visibility, these can be worth hundreds of dollars. Off-center strikes. If the design is significantly misaligned, these can be worth anywhere from $50 to $300, depending on the percentage of the off-center strike. Clipped planchet. These pennies were struck on incomplete blanks, making them worth between $10 and $200. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the 1981 Lincoln penny. From its historical significance to its market value and rare variations, this little coin packs a big punch. Do you have a 1981 penny in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting numismatic discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Today, we're diving deep into the history, market value, and even some fascinating stories behind one of the most common, yet sometimes most valuable, coins in circulation: the United States 1-cent coin, better known as the penny. Specifically, we'll be focusing on the 1992 penny. The 1992 penny. What makes it special, and why should you care about a coin worth just 1 cent? Trust me, this little copper piece has a lot of stories to tell. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the journey of the 1992 penny. Before we talk about the 1992 penny, let's set the stage with some history. The US 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1793 during the early years of the United States' existence. Known as the large cent at the time, it was a lot bigger and heavier than the modern penny we know today. Over time, the penny underwent various redesigns, with different metals and designs used throughout history. By 1909, the first major redesign occurred, with the introduction of the Lincoln cent to honor President Abraham Lincoln's centennial birth anniversary. The Lincoln penny has remained the standard design ever since, with the familiar portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the back, until 2009. Since 2009, however, the reverse of the penny has been updated a few times for special anniversaries, including the Union Shield design we see today. Now, let's focus on the 1992 penny itself. What makes this penny so interesting? Well, at first glance, it may look just like any other penny, but there's more to it than meets the eye. The 1992 penny features the famous Lincoln portrait on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This reverse design was used from 1959 until 2008, when it was replaced by the Union Shield design. In 1992, the United States Mint produced over 7 billion pennies. The coin's composition at the time was 95% copper and 5% zinc, which changed after 1982 when the penny's composition was adjusted due to the rising cost of copper. But what really sets the 1992 penny apart from its counterparts? The truth is, it's not all about the design. It's about what was happening in the U.S. minting process in 1992 that makes some of these coins valuable today. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1992 penny. Generally speaking, the 1992 penny, like most pennies minted since 1982, is worth 1 cent. But that's not the whole story. Let's break down some of the different factors that can influence the value of this seemingly simple coin. First of all, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Pennies that are in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state, are worth more than those that have been worn down by years of circulation. A well-preserved 1992 penny might be worth anywhere from 2 to 5 cents, depending on the level of preservation. But wait, there's more. Like many other years of coins, the 1992 penny has certain rare versions that are worth significantly more than their face value. One of the most well-known varieties is the 1992 D-close AM penny. This rare error occurs because of a minting mistake where the letters A and M in the America on the reverse were too close together. This error occurred only on the 1992 D pennies, and coins in this category can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $200 depending on their condition. To identify a 1992 D-close AM penny, all you need is a magnifying glass or a loupe to carefully inspect the reverse side. If the S and M are touching or very close, you've got a valuable coin on your hands. It's estimated that only a small number of these error pennies were produced, making them highly sought after by collectors. Apart from the close AM variety, there are a few other variants and interesting facts surrounding the 1992 penny. One is the 1992 proof penny. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and have a much higher quality than regular circulating coins. These pennies, which were struck with a polished die, are often worth more, sometimes several dollars, due to their pristine condition and collector demand. And then, of course, we have the matter of high-grade pennies. A 1992 penny in near-perfect condition can fetch more than just a few extra cents, depending on the market. For example, a 1992 penny in gem uncirculated condition might be worth $1 or more, though it's a bit rarer to come by. Collectors often buy and sell pennies through auctions or dealers, where rarer versions, such as the 1992 D-close AM, can command impressive prices. Depending on trends and collector interest, the prices can fluctuate year to year, making this an exciting area of numismatics. You might be wondering, if pennies are often worth so little, why do we still have them in circulation today? Great question. In fact, there has been much debate about whether or not to eliminate the penny. Some argue that the cost of producing the penny exceeds its face value, and many countries, such as Canada, have already stopped producing low-denomination coins. However, in the United States, the penny still holds symbolic value. It's part of the national identity, and there's still a certain level of public resistance to eliminating it. For now, the penny remains in use, and its legacy continues, including its occasional rarity and value in the collector's market. So, next time you find yourself with a handful of change, don't be so quick to toss out those pennies. While they might seem insignificant, you could be holding on to something far more valuable than you think. The 1992 penny, especially the rare varieties, could be a hidden treasure in your pocket. Whether it's due to a rare minting error or simply being in great condition, the 1992 penny has the potential to become much more than just a 1-cent piece. If you're a collector, or even just someone interested in history, keeping track of these coins can be a rewarding hobby. Thank you so much for joining me today in this deep dive into the history and value of the 1992 penny. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories about coins and history. Today, we're diving deep into the history, market value, and shocking big money worth of the 1993 1-cent coin from the United States. Could you be holding a hidden fortune in your pocket change? Stay tuned to find out. To understand the 1993 Lincoln cent, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and, originally, the wheat ears design on the reverse. In 1959, the wheat ears were replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo, which remained in use until 2008. The 1993 penny is part of the Memorial series and is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. These pennies were produced in huge numbers at two major mints, Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark. While they may seem common, certain varieties and errors can make them extremely valuable. In 1993, the U.S. Mint produced over 5.6 billion pennies in Philadelphia and over 6.4 billion in Denver, making them some of the most widely circulated modern cents. However, that doesn't mean every 1993 penny is worth just a cent. Certain conditions, errors, and rare variations can turn these coins into treasures. Now, let's talk about what really excites collectors, the rare and valuable errors. Some of the key 1993 penny errors to look out for include double die obverse, DDO. Some 1993 pennies show doubling on Lincoln's eye, the date, or inscriptions. These can fetch anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on the severity of the doubling. Off-center strikes. If your 1993 penny is missing a portion of its design due to being struck off-center, it could be worth $20 to $300, depending on how much of the design is missing. Clipped planchet, a minting error where a part of the coin is missing. These can range from $50 to $200, depending on the size of the clip. Broad strike error, a coin struck without the retaining collar can appear larger and flatter than normal, making it a rare find worth $50 to $150. Wrong planchet error. If a 1993 penny was mistakenly struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about market value. While most 1993 pennies in circulation are only worth face value, a flawless, uncirculated example graded MS 67 or higher can sell for $200 to $1,000 or more. 1993 D penny MS 67 plus red sold for $1,000 at a major auction. 1993 P penny MS 68 red, an extremely rare grade, estimated at $2,000 or more. 1993 penny with double die error sold for $500 on eBay. 1993 penny broad strike error sold for $300 at a coinshow.so. How can you check if your 1993 penny is valuable? Here's a step-by-step guide. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, missing elements, or off-center strikes. Check the condition. Coins with no scratches, stains, or wear have higher value. Coins with a red shine, RD, are worth more than brown, BN, or red-brown, RB, ones. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. Compare with sold listings. Check auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins have sold for recently. The 1993 penny may seem ordinary, but as we've seen today, rare errors and high-quality examples can be worth a fortune. So before you spend your pennies, take a closer look. You might be holding a small treasure. Have you found a rare penny? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin collecting content. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1994 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny. We'll explore its history, errors, rare variations, and most importantly, how much this coin could be worth today. Stick around, because you might just have a fortune sitting in your pocket. The 1994 Lincoln penny is part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has remained largely unchanged for over a century. The reverse, until 2008, depicted the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced these coins in 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. The total mintage for 1994 was in the billions, making it a common date for circulation. However, certain factors make some of these pennies highly valuable to collectors. The 1994 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This composition has been standard since 1982, when the U.S. Mint transitioned from solid copper pennies to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Though this may seem like just another penny, there are rare variations and mint errors that can make a single 1994 penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Errors and rare variations are where the real value lies. Let's go over some of the most sought-after 1994 Lincoln penny errors. Double die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. Some 1994 pennies with strong doubling on Liberty or the date can be worth $50 to $300 depending on the severity of the error. Off-center strikes. When the coin is struck improperly, part of the design appears off-center. A 10 to 20% off-center strike might fetch $20 to $100, while a 50% off-center error with a full date visible can go $4 to $200 plus. Broad struck error. A coin struck without the retaining collar results in a slightly wider and misshapen appearance. Collectors may pay anywhere from $50 to $200 for such a coin. Wrong planchet errors. If a 1994 penny was accidentally struck on a dime planchet, it would weigh less and have a silvery appearance. These errors can be extremely valuable, sometimes reaching $500 to $1,500 in auctions, struck through errors. If a foreign object was between the die and the planchet during minting, it could leave an impression. Coins with these errors can range from $20 to $500, depending on their uniqueness. Now, let's talk money. The average 1994 penny in circulated condition is only worth face value. However, in higher grades, such as MS67 or higher, certified by PCGS or NGC, these coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to $300. Proof coins from San Francisco, especially Deep Cameo, DCAM, proofs, can sell for around $50 to $150. But the real jackpot comes with error coins and rare varieties. In fact, some pristine examples have been known to sell for over $2,000 at major auctions. So, if you happen to come across a 1994 penny in your spare change, check it carefully. You might be holding a hidden treasure. Want to know if your 1994 penny is valuable? Follow these steps. Check for errors, use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect details like doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Grade your coin. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Look for coins with minimal scratches, deep luster, and sharp details. Verify weight and size. If it feels different, it might be a planchet error. Get it certified. Organizations like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, increasing its market value. Sell smart. You can sell valuable pennies on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or even through coin dealers. And there you have it. The 1994 1-cent coin might be common, but rare varieties and errors can make it extremely valuable. So, start checking your pocket change. You never know what hidden gems you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Top Coin for more numismatic discoveries. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever found a rare or valuable penny? Until next time, happy collecting!